Joe, are you there?
Just stop it and restart it again.
Oh, hold on. There we go. It's working now. Oh, hold on. There we go. It's fucking mute my phones. Oop, sorry. Are you there, Kem?
Reading what it is that's on your screen, so.
Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, cool. Audio's fine. So, welcome to Limitless Formula Racing on a Tuesday night for some social racing. We're doing one-shot qualifying with a 5-lap sprint race and a reverse grid of a 25% race. We're doing Austria and Brazil today for the social event, so stick around. It should be some fun, interesting stuff going on. So quick there, James Biscuit in P1, Anthony MC in P2, Enro in P3. I haven't got enough time to go down the rest of the grid. With half of the grid, do not set a time. In the comms box today we have Kem. How we doing?
Greetings. Pretty good, pretty good. It's interesting to see James Biscuit come out that far ahead in P1. That's an impressive performance in a one-shot quali.
The 104 is a rapid time set by James Biscuit there, no doubt about that at all. Any early predictions? Who do you think's going to be back of the grid for the start of the race?
It's going to be James Biscuit. That's what I'm going with. If he pulled that out, unless something goes absolutely awry in this 5-lapper, I'm expecting him to be at the back for the next 25%.
And we're off for the start of the 5-lapper. James Biscuit does get a great start with Anthony right behind the Enro. The top 3 do not change any positions at the moment. No issues so far coming out of the first turn. Apex is down to P20, span out on the first turn. Unlucky for Apex. In the second turn, any issues coming into here? It all looks nice and tasty. A little bit of a push off there for Baboon J, but he keeps it on track. Not a bad start for Austria at the start there, if I do say so. Would also like to mention we do have the founder of Limitless Formula Racing in the party today as a racing commentator, so we might hear from him in some capacity throughout the stream. That is King's Home in P5 at the moment. We have yellow flags in Sector 2 and 3. Phoenix. Let's have a quick look.
As James Biscuit 1, 2, 3, 4 sets the fastest lap so far. He's doing quite well in P1 with a half a second lead on Anthony. There are yellow flags in Sector 1.
Ooh, the two
and Mr.
DNFs.
DP is
Ooh,
around.
tasty. Warren does have front wing damage on the front of his AlphaTauri. And Warren's bending in the wall, and he's clipped Phoenix, but Phoenix was able to keep it on the track and not DNF. Oh, that was a crazy situation there by Warren. I have no idea what happened. Just caught the back end of that one. I'm not 100% sure how we're going to sort of factor in the DNFs in this one for the start of the reverse grid. James Biscuit picks up a 2-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Could that be a factor, do you think, by the end of the race?
Well, I guess they are going to have to start at the front of the grid. That's the only way that it would make sense. Unfortunately, it is via DNFs, but that's how it's going to have to be.
I will just like to point out to anybody who is commenting on the live stream today, don't have the access to the chats. So I will try
Iggy
and
combo with a move. Iggy combo with a move on Kingsholm, but Kingsholm is holding it steady just in front of Iggy combo. This is quite a battle for.
Oh, we've got a Haas span out. Oh no, it's not a Haas. Sorry. Oh, he's spinning. It's an Alfa Romeo Enro. But while he gets back on, let's have a quick look up here again at Kingsholm and Iggy Combo's battle in 4P4. James Biscuit once again setting the fastest lap, but I think Anthony set it there before the 2-second time penalty came up. I'm not 100% sure. Jazzy Bomber, fastest lap. There's an incident again. Iggy Combo's been spun out. It's all happening today at the Austrian GP on Limitless Formula Racing. Yeah, James Biscuit down to P9. Now, I am interested for this 25% race after this because, it's going to be very interesting. Because I mean, at the moment we've got Amaguna, who's in P1, and we know how rapidly fast James Biscuit is, and currently he's going to be midfield to start the race, regardless if he maintains that there. H. Bosworth getting overtaken by Fibberboy 7. Let's have a look here again. Yo-Yo Mayo's 3 in the final turn, coming down the final straight. Is he going to go in for the move?
No, but he's going to have a good run with the DRS. Let's see what he can do.
James Biscuit down to P12.
Wow.
Let's go to the top here. Kingsholm going for P2. Yep. He takes it on to turn 2. Can Dazzy Bomber, number 1 fan, get the move done on Kingsholm?
How is Kingsholm holding this in? He doesn't even have DRS. And now
Dazzy gets the move done. This is the last lap. I will say Kingsholm can hear us talking, so I apologise in advance if we're putting you off.
Oh, take a look at Crossfire Strikes. He's making a move on Mafuta, and he has run slightly wide.
I'm just keeping an eye on Dazzy and Kingsholm for P2 and 3. They both crossed the line there. And so far, section sector 2, we've got an incident. It looks like an Alpha Enro again span out.
Wow.
Yeah, that was pretty distracting.
You are more than welcome to leave this chat if you want.
No, it's okay.
Can you send me the password again, please, Joe? Send it on Discord if you can, and so I can reply to the comments we're getting through on the chat. So, as it stands at the moment in P1, or P20 in this case, Amaguna, as it is a reverse grid, I'll go through that one when it comes back on a second. driver of the day as part of the Esports F1 game is Dazzy Bomber #1 fan. Bear with me, just setting up. Can you send us the email as well, please, Joe?
Why did you stop it?
No. Do you want us to?
No.
So in P20 reverse grid, Amaguna followed by Dazzy Bomber #1 fan in P3 King's Home, followed up by King David, Anthony MC, Yo Mayo, Fibber Boy, H Bosworth, Iggy Cumbo, and rounding off into P10 Phoenix. Like we say, this is going to be a reverse grid. So, quick screenshot of that. No. And
if you would just send me a picture, I'll just do it on my own.
Not a problem, mate. We'll do that now. So bear with us for a couple of minutes. If you want to go make yourself a cup of tea or coffee, this would be an ideal time to do so, as this could take a couple of minutes to set up the grid.
Cheers, guys.
Were you able to send them, Ken, were you?
Send the race grid?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it as we speak.
Not a problem. Sorry, my internet connection is worse than stealing it from McDonald's.
Right, gentlemen. Actually, who were the people that just retired in the pits?
Oh, not sure.
At the start of the race.
I don't know if there was people who retired in the pits or if they just binned it.
Ken, would you just very, very quickly look at the first lap and see who retired? I swear I saw a couple of drivers retire in the pits.
Yeah, one sec.
We appreciate it, thank you. Sorry, guys, for this is...
It's something new we're doing. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, it's only for the off season. Obviously, it'll be the standard for what will be today.
And just having a quick look at the comments that did come in earlier on. Apex Friendly has put in, I set a 0.867 but invalidated. So I'm assuming that was faster than James Biscuits potentially, I don't know.
So Baboon J, he retired from the session. Baboon J Green Apple Spot. I don't know. Mr. BT retired as well. I don't know if they crashed out though.
Is there no track map up?
Yeah, I definitely did not have that up.
Well, if anyone's listening, we'll give you the benefit of the doubt. This race, if you retire in the pits on the first fight, with lapper of the next race, you will be sent to the back of the grid. It's only if you crash out, and if you crash out on purpose, that still doesn't count either. So I'd like you to finish. It's just a bit of fun, guys.
Yeah. Warren was a bit
right, we're almost...
bit questionable. His DNF, let's say.
Right, we're almost there, guys. Sorry for the wait. There he is. It's a lot hard to do it on your own, you know that. Right, we're good.
We're good.
Sorry for the long wait.
Not a problem.
Right, just pop a ready up message.
I'll let you do it then.
If you want to talk to me at some point in the race, if I'm quiet, then just ask.
Okay, apologies in advance if it is off-putting. So, welcome back to the 25% race at Austria Social Race 4, Limitless Formula Racing. This is a little bit of a wind down coming into the Christmas period before Season 3 starts in January. We have a new structure of leagues for the new season. Monday and Tuesday is unchanged, they are the same, but we've moved our Sunday league to Thursdays with a little bit of a twist. We're using player-owned cars and implementing some different racing. If you want to find out more about that and join our league, you can find us on Facebook and some of the groups we've posted in there. Search for F1 2021 game. We've posted in there. You can find the Discord link in there, or get in touch through the YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe to us for Limitless Formula 1 racing content. So in about 30 seconds time we're going to get the 25% race of Austria underway. Once this is finished we will be starting our second race for the day at Brazil. So once again, predictions, Cam.
I am going to go. What are we going with? Who's finishing first, or top three? What are we going with?
Oh, I mean, let's go top three. Let's make it a bit interesting. So we've got a bit of give. We'll come back to that one. Oh no, that's a quick start. Formation lap, yes.
Yeah, formation lap. All right, so let's just look at the order. I'm going. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I'm just going to say, Mr. BT obviously DNF'd in the sprint and put him in a very healthy starting position. We know that he is quite fast, so I think you can't rule him out to win this. If I'm honest.
If I'm gonna go top three, I'm gonna stick both Ferraris. I'm gonna go. Apex is gonna come in first. Apex Finley's gonna be first. Okay. I'm gonna go.
I'm actually gonna. Where I'm gonna come as well.
Yeah, I'm going. I'm going King's Home. Joe, he's gonna come in second. And third.
All right, mate.
You're already an admin. You don't need to suck up too much.
That way. You got work to do, man. Second place. This has to happen. And third, I'm gonna go Yo-Yo.
Second from the back, maybe.
Okay. So Warren has been disqualified, potentially nudging another car or spinning out and hitting the walls. We're not sure, we weren't watching at the time. My three predictions, I'm going to have to go for top three in no specific order. Mr. BT, Crossfire Strikes, and Apex Friendly. I would have said James Biscuit, but I don't know. He is rapid, he is fast, but I think he's got a tendency of spinning out too much from what I've seen in his racecraft. So, Mr. BT, Crossfire Strikes, and Apex Friendly are my top three picks. Sorry, Joe, I'm already an admin, so I don't need to suck up.
Not for long.
Okay, we've got the race about to start at Austria. The lights are about to be out. And the race is underway. We've got Green Apples in P1. Baboon J coming in. Mr. BT gets a great start there into the first turn. Let's go down and make sure there's nothing. Oh, who spun out at the bottom there? Is that King's Home? It is. King's Home has had a moment at the back.
I got sandwiched.
But as it stands at the moment,
it was a relatively clean start until now,
some touching
where
going in. Oh, somebody's
is having a bit of a.
Let's quick have a look at Warren here coming down to this section. Comes in a bit tough, a bit touching with the Yo-Yo Mayo there.
And I don't know if you picked up on this, but Green Apples, he is on the hard tires.
Right, no, I didn't see that one, no. Let's have a look. Tires.
As Apex is
boosted.
out.
Oh, there goes my prediction. Virtual safety car is in effect at the moment. Not sure what happened between boosted and Apex Friendly there. Full safety car. Ooh. Quite a lot of medium tyres on this track.
I don't know how I avoided all that.
For those of you who have just joined the stream, we do have a driver commentator today in King's Home, also known as Joe. He's the league founder of Limitless Formula 1. So you know, if you're thinking this is a random voice coming in from now and then, you understand why. Phoenix must have pitted. I'm no longer on that medication. It doesn't come in anymore. But at the moment we've got Mr. BT and Crossfire Strikes in P1 and 2, Green Apples in P3, Enro P4, Baboon J in 5. James Biscuit has moved up a couple of spots. Let's have a quick look at the position changes there. James Biscuit taking someone on the safety car and he's giving it back. That's fine. Fibber Boy in P7. Mafuta in 8. Warren in P9. Amaguna wraps up the top 10. Iggy Combo, Dazzy Bomber number 1 fan. King's Home in P13. He's got a long way to go to get to Kem's prediction of P2. H. Bosworth in 14th. King David 15th. Anthony MC is in the same position as he started in P16. Yo-Yo Mayo and Phoenix have lost positions as it stands at the moment. A lot more diving into the pits at the moment. James Biscuit, Baboon, all from P8. There's going to be a few more changing hands here. This could work in favour of King's Home and Hazzies. Went up P7, moving up 11 places at the moment. So, with it being a 25% race, Kem, what do you think would be the best tyre strategy from the offset? A lot of them have started on the medium tyre, and like you pointed out, Green Apples started on the hards. What would you have done personally with this the tyre situation?
Well, even when I do regular multiplayer social races, I will always start out on the softs because I don't know what it is that people are going to do. I know what I'm capable of doing and avoiding incidents. As far as other people, I am not in control of that. So I have to start on softs. Because if there's an early safety car, I'm coming into the pits and I'm going for the rest of the race on whatever tire it is that I changed to. So
do you think it was a good decision for the likes of Enro and Mafuta to come in on lap 2 and put the hards on to see the rest of the race out?
He has no choice. If he started on the mediums, he honestly has no choice.
And we've got 4 more coming to the pits. James Biscuit is serving a time penalty by the looks of it. And he's going back onto the softs.
Yeah, you may have missed it. He actually jumped his teammate Baboon J while they were going in just before the line to hit the pit limiter. James Biscuit jumped Baboon J, which is what got him the 5-second penalty.
Right, okay.
But it's because they're both on the same team. He wanted to jump him so that he didn't lose positions from having to wait. So it's actually cost him.
What do you make of James Biscuit's tactics here, though? Because he started on the softs and he's come back in for the softs. He's going to have to pit again.
I believe. Let me go to the race director. I think he started on the mediums. Yeah, he started on the mediums. He changed to, and then he changed to the softs. But because of the 5-second penalty for trying to jump his own teammate in the pits, he went and pitted again. He pitted again so that he could serve the 5-second penalty, and now he's on another fresh pair of softs. So it's going to be interesting to see if he can go to the end.
It's going to be a hard ass, but we do know that he is a fast driver and he could do something special, I would say this. And the race is starting again. Mr. BT not sitting back, going for it into the first turn. We've got Mr. BT in crossfire strikes right in the back of his gearbox. No drama there. Let's come back to turn 1 and see what's happening. Everything seems to be very safe. Good from all the drivers.
Yeah, Baboon J made a move, and he is making another move into 9th position. That was a very good overtake on the inside.
Let's have a look and see where all the action is at the moment. Times looks like Mr. BT is pulling away from crossfire strikes, however marginal that is. They're both pulling away from Green Apples on the hard tyres in P3. Warren has got himself up to P4. I'm not sure where he started, quite close to the top, if I'm not wrong. Oh, we got an incident here. What's
H. Bosworth.
H. Bosworth.
H. Bosworth.
Mr. BT setting the fastest lap so far with a 1:05.6. Let's have a look at Kingsholm as it comes into turn 1. And gets a move on Iggy Combo, goes a bit wide.
Ooh, Anthony is around.
And he's waiting for H. Bosworth to pass him. Very sportsmanlike of him. James Biscuit. Oh! Phoenix is span onto turn 2. Just caught that one on the stream beforehand. Looks like Warren and Dazzy Bomber are going for a bit. Let's give a watch at this at the moment. The Mercedes on the AlphaTauri. Both drivers have a 5-second penalty at the moment.
Oh, watch for Dazibo is
Green
making
Apples.
a move on Warren.
Spun out. Let's give this one a quick look. DRS has been enabled. 3-second penalty for Phoenix for multiple warnings. For those of you who don't know, that means corner cutting more than likely. Green Apples, severe collision with Phoenix. Not sure what happened there. Potentially because of Phoenix spinning. And Warren is trying to get the move on Dazzy. Oh, and Kingsholm comes in. Oh, this is going to be a tasty bit.
I think Kingsholm has this on the inside.
Dazzy's currently in P3. Can he hold it? Can he make it stick? Bit of defending. Ooh, bit of drifting around that corner.
King of the late braking. Ooh.
And who was that who spun out? That is Warren. Warren has spun out. He's back on it. It looks like the front right side of his front wing has got damage. I think he's going to have to come into the pits at this point. But a great move by Kingsholm there. And it still looks like Warren is causing the yellow flags in Sector 2 and 3 at the moment.
Watch for Amaguner. He's looking to make a move on Enro, and Yo-Yo is actually right behind Amaguner as well.
I'm on board with Yo-Yo. Let's have a look from there, see how these three take this turn together. Everything was clean. Tottenham Amaguner takes Enro in turn 1. Green Apples with another 3-second time penalty.
Oh, Crossfire Strikes is coming up to Mr. BT. This will get interesting very soon.
Let's go to the top of the pack to have a look. Kingsholm is
well
8.3.
Both Mercedes in P3 and 4 are quite close together.
Let's give this a Jim's Biscuit is now out to P6 with a move on Iggy Combo. Now, you did say at the start of the race that one of your top 3 was Kingsholm, and currently he is in P3. You give him a P2 finish. I mean, you know, as it stands at the moment, he started at near enough the back of the grid.
I'm riding with my boy.
James Biscuit, a 3-second time penalty for multiple corner cutting. I mean, at the moment, if it stays where it is, driver of the day could be Kingsholm. But
taking P1.
It is. Sector 2
oh, no,
incident where we got an Aston Martin span in Sector 2. Where is that? Is that Phoenix again? That is Phoenix trying to get himself back to track. He's given way to the rest of the pack. I believe.
Take a look at James Biscuit making a move on Dazzy, and he's gotten it done. As Babunje and Kingsholm are both going at it.
Now let's just point out here the day that Babunje has. Ooh. Just caught the back end of that one spinning out. Let's go to the top of the pack again. We look at Crossfire Strikes, still keeping the pressure on Mr. BT.
Biscuit is around!
Oh, and he's out, he's DNF. Oh, there's a massive pile-up. Faber Boy and James Biscuit both DNF from the race. How has King David managed to get through that with only the tiniest bit of wing damage on the front right of that car? That is unbelievable. I only just caught the back end of that. I had no idea what happened, but...
Wow.
King David very lucky to still be in the race from there. I think the ghosting helped him a little bit after that collision between Thibberboy and James Biscuit. At the moment, Warren is... Oh no, safety car is out. This is going to be very helpful to Warren, who was potentially going to be getting lapped, and still could be, because he's just come into the pits. Is he going to retire in the pits? Or is he going to come out and try and battle? Let's see here. Oh, both brake leaders, crossfire strikes.
Gonna go in.
And Mr. BT both pitted. It looks like a good strategy by Warren to come in the pits when he did. His race is not over.
Yeah, I think it basically, anybody who's not on fresh softs right now, they have to pit. Because they can't be running on old tires with about 6 laps to go if everyone else is on fresh tires. They're gonna most likely get caught.
At the moment, the only two not to pit in the top 10 are Amaguna and Yo-Yo Mayo. Yo-Yo Mayo, 2 lap old tyres older than Amaguna, but they are mediums. They will last till the end. Was that Warren getting a drive-through penalty there? Yes, Warren's got a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car.
So, Ken, were you watching the incident with me a minute ago?
Yes.
Did I sort of turn in? I felt like I might have done a little bit.
If just from what it is, as far as it being necessarily maybe penalty worthy, I would have to see the footage, but
no, it's alright. I'm not obviously not gonna. It's just out of interest.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it looked quite close to more so a racing incident.
I just felt like I was just anyway. That a minute ago though, gents. That move for like 2 places, one of the best overtakes things I've ever done. So, genuinely.
I would just like to point out to anybody who is watching the stream today that if you want to take part in any of the races from Limitless Formula 1 Racing, you can do by joining our Discord and join our leagues by taking part in a trial. There is a couple of drivers out here on track today, such as Baboon J in the Haas. We have Mafuta in the McLaren in P8, and we also have Green Apples in the AlphaTauri in P14, have all done a driver's trial today, have all come through the ranks, and this is their first race, even though it is a social race, with LFR Racing. So, you know, get in touch through YouTube or Facebook if you see we're on there or anywhere, and we'll get you into a trial, get you into the leagues. I think the safety car might be staying out for another lap at this rate. There is a couple of cars right at the back of the grid. Yeah, it's definitely staying out for another lap.
Did you choose Crossfire Strikes in your top 3?
Yeah, Crossfire, Mr. BT, and did I pick Apex, I believe, who is DNF'd.
So 2 of your top 3 are in the top 3? 2
of the top 3 in the top 3.
Damn.
And Mr. BT is on 1 lap old soft tyres.
Although he does have a penalty, he has a 3-second penalty.
I think he's fast enough to get 3 seconds on all the cars behind him.
And I chose Yo-Yo for P3, so severe collision. What? Oh,
Crossfire. Oh.
Are you serious?
What has happened there with...
So a 3-second time penalty for Mr. BT and a 5-second time penalty for Crossfire Strikes, as they must have collided at some point within the past few seconds.
Now, this is a social race, as we've said, but we do ask all the drivers to record their races. If there's any incidents, they can report them, and the stewards will take a look. and potentially remove penalties like the one that Crossfire and Baboon J has just got. But the social race unlikely to happen. At the moment, Yo-Yo Mayo is in P1 and is about to restart the race, and he's got the pedal to the metal. Here we go, into turn 1. We'll get on board with Crossfire Strikes into turn 1 of 3 cars in top 3. No issues there. Keep an eye on turn 1 to see if all the cars make it through safely, and they do. Warren is quite far back at the moment, and he's about to serve his drive-through penalty. I think it's easy to say his race is over at the moment. Mr. BT making the move on Yo-Yo Mayo in the turn. Oh, wow. Who was that? Was that Mr. BT? Oh, and he's the wrong way on the track. He's struggling to get out. But Baboon J is in P1 at the moment. Iggy Combo in P2. Dazzy Bomber number 1 trying to get overtaken by Enro. Amaguna making an advantage of that. Into P4. It's how the Crossfire Strikes and H. Bosworth.
Hold on. Joe is still in this. With all the penalties ahead of him, Joe is still in this to come in the top 3.
4 laps to go. Kingsholm is currently in P4 with Mafuta, one of today's trialists, ahead of him. We'll keep an eye on Joe at the moment into turn 1 and see how he does. DRS not being activated yet. Yo-Yo Mayo has taken Crossfire Strikes. Oh, looks like there's an incident in turn 2 there. Enro loses to Dazzy Bomber. Mr. BT has called a day on his session in the pits.
I just want to say one thing. The fact that Baboon J trialed with us just a couple hours ago and he is running in P1 right now is quite impressive.
Now it is
However,
looking a bit tasty.
is looking.
Yes, that was a nice move by Amaguna. Can he keep it there? Iggy Combo in P3 at the moment, trying to get the move on Baboon J into turn 1. I don't know whether or not Baboon J's connection. Oh, there's a bit of a touch by Dazzy on Iggy Combo at the back into turn 1 there. Let's see what's going to happen in this turn here. And the Red Bull comes in quite fast. Crossfire Strike moves up 1 position on Iggy Combo. Oh, I tell you what, Austria is a very tasty race, mind.
Oh, watch for Baboon J and Amaguna. This is gonna get spicy real soon.
Pulls back a little bit, Baboon J on Amaguna. He gives him the space, which is a good thing to see from somebody who's literally just joined the league today. Coming down here, Kingsholm has made a move on King David. The Battle of the Kings. Crossfire Strikes is in P4, looking for that last podium spot on Dazzy Bomber number 1 fan. Apologies for mispronouncing Dazzy's name properly, but Crossfire Strikes coming up on the inside of turn 2. Can he make it stick? Oh, a little bit of a hit into the back of Baboon J, but Dazzy moves up 1 spot. Now, you were saying about the time penalties at the moment, you know, Kingsholm has went down the packet, but if you look at the top 3, the top 4 even now, 6 and 8 seconds respectively, some of the drivers there, if Enro keeps it in, he could potentially win this race.
Yep. Or, well, P2 at the least, because Iggy has no penalties, so... Yeah, technically Iggy isn't... Yep, he has net P1 right now.
Let's have a look at P3 and P... Crossfire Strikes making the move on Baboon J. into the last lap of the Austria GP. King David has DNF'd. Not sure what happened there. He's went into the pits to retire. That is
Got
good.
a time penalty.
3 seconds time penalty for Kingsholm as well. Iggy Kumbo is the only one on track at the moment to not have a time penalty. This is going to be crucial to see who is going to finish this race on the podium. Crossfire Strikes making the move on Dazzy. Enro up a spot again with the least of the top 5 of time penalties with 3 seconds.
Oh, what a switchback by Enro. Oh my goodness, that was beautiful.
Right,
Now,
boys, do we send it?
Oh, bit wide there.
Oh, you just about
what's
did.
What's going on here? Let's have a look. Amaguna finishes in P1 but loses that to Iggy Kumbo, who then takes over because of the lack of time penalties into P2. Amaguna P3, Enro, Anthony MC into P4, Yo-Yo Mayo P5, Kingsholm. A very good battle by him coming up the grid. Let's have a quick look at the position changes. 10 spots by him into P5. Anthony MC 18 for Amaguna. He's went up 18 spots. He started dead last on this race and he's up to P2. That is remarkable. Time penalties played a massive factor in this race. Would you agree there?
Yes, it definitely did, because Iggy Combo was sitting in what, 6th or 5th or 6th position, and he ended up finishing first in this race. So it just goes to show that clean driving pays off immensely in these races.
Just having a quick look down the comments on the YouTube here. Let's look at the time spot. James crashed. He's on about James Biscuits. He stood right after the corner. I couldn't avoid him. I'm not 100% sure who that is who's commentating, because their name on YouTube is different to the PSN. But Green Apples P11, let's go. He's obviously happy with his position at the final of that. Let's have a quick look down the grid at the end of this. Iggy Combo in P1, starting in 12th place. Amaguna in 2nd, starting in P20, with this being a reverse grid. Enro makes up the top 3. Anthony MC takes P4, Yo-Yo Mayo in P5, Kingsholm in P6, Dazzy in P7, hits Bosworth P8, Mafuta in P9, Crossfire Strikes brings up the top 10. Green Apples in P11, Baboon J in P12. Warren is the last of the racers to finish in P13. The rest of the grid did not finish. Now don't go anywhere, we do have the Brazil race next. It is the exact same structure with a one-shot quali, a 5-lap sprint, reverse grid and a 25% race. So please bear with us while we get our bearings in order and get it set up.
I just actually end the stream and just start another one with the same title.